First, it appears that Arklatex criminals didn't observe the holiday weekend. We get details from the crime beat from KTBS 3 Sydney Lane. So, Sydney, what was going on?
Jeff, Shreveport and even Natchitoches police had a busy holiday weekend. DWIs, shots fired, and homicides are a few of the crimes that happened this 4th of July weekend.
Chris Bordelon with the Shreveport Police Department said it's typical to see an uptick in crime during the 4th of July. He went over some of the calls they responded to.
Friday, we were made aware of an individual that was struck by gunfire. She stated she had been struck on the interstate while she was driving, and we are still working to try to gather some more information. We had a domestic situation on Windermere. Our officers responded to a shooting. Unfortunately, a female did lose her life in that incident. We did make an arrest in that case. We did have another shooting on Dowdell, and an individual was arrested in that case as well. There is another case that we were investigating in which there's a 65-year-old woman that we did find deceased. We do not have a cause of death at this time, so we are still investigating it as if it could be a homicide.
SPD also arrested 13 people for DWI charges.
One of the things that we ran throughout the weekend was a DWI saturation operation. What that is that increases the amount of officers on the major thoroughfares and specifically targeting impaired driving. And what that does is also tends to find other types of offenses. So you tend to arrest other individuals that have narcotics and firearms or people that are committing other acts of violence in our community.
Natchitoches police are also investigating a shooting on Kaiser Avenue where one person was killed and 5 others were injured.
As far as the shooting goes, I don't have very specific details on it. I do know that there were 2 parties that got into a disagreement and ultimately which led to this tragedy.
Natchitoches police said this violence is not common, and this was the first homicide of the year in city limits.
No, this is not common at all in Natchitoches. Natchitoches is a very close-knit community. This is the first fatality that we've had this year. Like I said, we're just seeking justice for this family, this victim.
If you know any information related to the shooting in Natchitoches, call Natchitoches Crime Stoppers at 318-238-2388. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Sydney, thanks a lot. Busy weekend.